right there, Mike.
Really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on
go.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. Desperately need a basket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Now, here is Weber. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the three. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a...
I think I'll forever be associated.
There's no doubt that he's checked in for the Clippers. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Whiteside. Gordon comes in for Thomas. And Freak subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Griffin is out there with Green, and it's Sullinger in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Freak, defended by Paul.
Sticking too much.
Now Freak, he has 7, and the officials call a traveling violation. And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard to see the ratings of the best passing 2 guards in basketball. Victor Oladipo, 4th.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Paul. It's tipped. Pass to Weber. One-on-one fast break.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, putting up about 18 points per, 10 assists, and just over 2 steals. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far. Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
With he's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Oladipo. The Magic again can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
They set the pick. Weber, the pass to Green. That 3 off the mark.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Gordon dishes to Freak. 6 to shoot. And taken away by Paul. Now the Clippers moving it up. Paul with the ball. That's good. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside. And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. How his last 10 games have gone. First in free throw percentage. Second in steals. And ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Orlando, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And he gets it to go. The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And a lot of people thought they were the favorites going into that one, but ended up being a much tougher game than most anticipated, and they just fell short.
Well, to me it looked like, Greg, they were pretty evenly matched. And you look at how the game ended, I would say I'm not alone in that sentiment. Those are two pretty evenly matched teams. How sweet was that? Honey sweet. Paul with great form.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Clippers lead by 16. And time.
Well, you certainly have some ground to make up in the second half of this game. Where do you guys need to improve as a team?
As we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Looking at the game for Freak. 10 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And, Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Orlando, Freak in at point guard. Aaron Gordon out there with Whiteside. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Thomas in at the small forward position. The Magic trail by 14. Freak with it. He's got 10. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Magic shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. Clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. That's short off the rim.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Orlando shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Paul outside. Makes it off the glass. Paul's got 9.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And Oladipo kicks to Gordon. Off the left rim and out.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep
that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. Blake Griffin is third.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yet, no matter how much attention they're getting, they're still going to get their points. I mean, opponents just have to keep fresh legs out there and try to limit the damage and make them work for whatever points they do get.
And Sullinger kicks to Redick. And the three off target.
Move it. You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one. Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Orlando, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Vucevic checked in for Whiteside. Second free throw, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 12-3 run. In the corner, it's Harris. There's the triple, and a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. And it's 9 points for Gary Harris.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Payton passes to Freak. 6 on the shot clock, and he gets it back. And the shot is good. Freak's got 4 points this quarter. Clippers leading by 23. Here's Marjanovic, covered by Payton. Harris dishes to Griffin. To the paint. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Harris, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got 11 points.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
It's Redick on the wing. Weber a screen, and Redick kicks to Griffin. Outside to Weber. Here's Marjanovic, and it's Orlando with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
And the Clippers making a change here. Withy's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Kaminsky is checked in for Nicholson. And Wesley Johnson has subbed for Aaron Gordon. Redick passes to Withy, and he jams it with authority.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Payton dishes to Freak. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Lets it go from 14.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the middle, here's Marjanovic, poked away and taken away by Johnson. And here's Freak. That's his first personal foul. Orlando making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Kaminsky. And Freak subbed in for Payton. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Jared Sullinger is out there with Griffin. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. The Magic again can't hit.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. Here's Freak. No good on the triple.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Sullinger with the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. It's going to be Whiteside shooting. It's on Jared Sullinger, catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Decker comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Rozier in for J.J. Redick. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Orlando. Johnson comes in for Thomas.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Paul with the ball, out defended by Freak. Paul kicks to Griffin. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
And it's Rozier missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Oladipo, the pass to Freak. Paul with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Now here's Decker. He's covered closely. Sullinger with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. The shot's good from Paul. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Paul. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Move the ball and sticking too much.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They poured it up.
Hey, Kevin, I'm here with Blake Griffin. And Blake, the team was really clicking out here tonight.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, Chris Paul.
You know what? He's a total package as a floor general. There may not be an official ranking for the best leaders in the league, but if there was, CP3 would be right at the top of the...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this.
When the team is struggling like you guys have been, how do you avoid negative thoughts getting in your head?
You just got to be professional. Live in the moment. A wise man once said, doubt can only be removed by action. So I got to get to work. We all do. It's as simple as that.
You must be frustrated with all those mistakes out there tonight. What are you going to do to try to limit those next time out?
I just got to be better, man. It's unacceptable how many times I turn the ball over. Unacceptable. I'm disappointed in myself, and I'm sure my teammates are disappointed in me too. So if anything, I got to make this up to them. They deserve better.
With just having joined this team, are you having any trouble developing chemistry with your new teammates?
No. I won't say that at all. It takes time to adjust to a new team, and that's no different here. I've already gotten to know a lot of these guys pretty well, and I feel like it's going to be a great fit for me. So I hope that answers you guys' question.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Sports. Tonight, we'll be in the Orlando season. Last year, they split the season's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself?
Or either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night.
In Portland as the Trailblazers are about to go into this interconference contest. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Freak. He's still learning the system, but looks like he'll be a good fit.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's a guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really, I think, help this team come together.
A look at the Magic starting group. Freak, he's in at the point. Aaron Gordon out there with Lance Thomas. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Gordon. On offense, here are the Magic. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. With a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes there.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And he's good on the second. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Feeds to Temple. Here's Lillard. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Freak. Lillard misses.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Oladipo, good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. 5th on the list, the Magic.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Now here's Freak, covered by Lillard. And it's Freak missing.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Orlando trailing here. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
The pass to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Temple dishes to Lillard. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Aminu. Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And stolen by Lillard. Plays it in off the breakaway. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stack up right here. 3rd in field goal percentage, 3rd in second chance points. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And let's give them some credit for that outstanding shooting percentage as well. I mean, they're working hard to take the smart shots, not just the first shot that presents itself. And I think that's really paying off.
Here's Freak. Al-Farouq Aminu picking up that last basket. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Offensive rebound.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard misses.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. He feeds it to Aminu. He kicks to Temple. Lillard the pass to Temple. 3-pointer. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. The Magic trail by 5. Oladipo dishes to Freak. To the right side. Orlando moving the ball around. To the left side wing. Shot to stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Now, Freak, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Freak, no good off the back of the rim.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Lillard outside. It's deflected. Oladipo. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Trailblazers leading by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor. I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Then for the Magic, Nicholson's checked in for Kaminsky. And Freak subbed in for Oladipo. On the court for Orlando, Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Elfrid Payton is out there with Freak, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control is essential in that situation. If you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers really delivered. He ended with 16 points and added 3 rebounds as well. Overall, it was just a complete performance from him where he felt like he played his best all season. He hopes to continue it, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Out left to the wing. The three from Sefolosha. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Magic trail by 11. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Lillard attacking. Here's Powell, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
The Magic have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And a wide-open look for Freak. And poor shot selection there, not a high percentage look for him. Sefolosha with it. Johnson on him. Lillard misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now here's Freak. Covered by Sefolosha. Here's Freak. And it's blocked. Sefolosha with it. He averages about 5 points a game. And it's blocked.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Lillard after Wesley Johnson's miss. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by Lillard. And it's 7 points for Rajon Rondo.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
A different look now for Portland. Davis is checked in for Aaron Baines. John Lure comes in, and it's Aminu in for Thabo Sefolosha. Orlando also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Vucevic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Nicholson. And Thomas subbed in for Wesley Johnson. Trailblazers leading by 13. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Garrett Temple is checked in for Rajon Rondo. Oladipo, he's checked in for Orlando. Now here's Freak. His last outing, 16 points for him. Whiteside, no good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Two free throws for Aminu.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Lillard outside. He dishes it to Lure. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And here's Freak. Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good. Freak.
I love that sound.
Freak taking 2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Trailblazers out in front, ending the second quarter with a massive 16-3 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, through the first 2 quarters at least, turnovers have been a big issue. What are they doing that is causing you so much trouble offensively?
Well, it's been a high-pressure game, both in transition and in half-court sets. We'll fix it, though. We just need to play a little more steady and make our passes with a little more care.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
Come on now, guys.
All right, I want everyone to give it up.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
You look at the stats for Freak. He's got 10 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
They've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Garrett Temple is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Davis, and it's Lure in at the 4 slot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
And the basket by Lillard.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And Temple kicks to Lillard. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 16.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Whiteside buries it from about 10 feet away.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
To the right side. Temple the pass to Lillard. Davis setting the pick for Lillard. 5 to shoot. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Davis is checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Garrett Temple. Orlando also making some changes. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Whiteside. Gordon comes in for Lance Thomas. And Freak subbed in for Oladipo. Now here's Rondo. Here's the floater. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Freak. Lillard with the rebound. Lillard's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And that one's good. Freak.
For 3.
27 seconds left in the third. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Davis sets a screen. Lillard attacking. And it's slammed in by Davis.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Now here's Freak. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Trailblazers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Freak, he's in at point guard. Johnson out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then it's Thompson, and it's Kaminsky in at the 5 spot. So it's Orlando now, Portland knocking down that triple moments ago.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Right wing, here's Aminu. Nicholson grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Teams changing it up here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Kaminsky with the ball. Baines is there. Johnson wide open. He fires. And it's good.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Out to the right wing. Lillard outside. And he slams it right down on top of Frank Kaminsky.
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
Move it.
Now, Freak. Five on the clock. Tries a three. No good. And it's Portland the other way. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard attacking. Here's Lure. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
For Orlando, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Nicholson. Aminu grabs the miss. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. The feed to Baines. Lure dishes to Aminu. Lillard outside. The shot. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to win the first one as they'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Magic.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Damian Lillard. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Thompson comes with the double team. Pass to Morrison. Cephalosha kicks to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And that one's good.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Here's Freak. From deep. No good there. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department.
Well, Damian, certainly a nice game for you tonight. Tell us about how your approach to the game has developed. And
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jets.
Guys, huddle up. We're going to run 35 for a while. Let's go. All right, guys, bring it in. We're going to shift to some late-game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. Coaches, set Okay, that's it for now. Make sure we're iced up and rested. Go ahead, keep shooting.